So, one of the big questions I get a lot of times when I'm out helping people or doing my clinics and shows and stuff is that why do you use a rope halter when everybody else in the world uses this kind of halter? So here is a comparison and my why I use a rope halter instead of this. Why do I use a rope halter? Well, the main answer is that it is simply just better and more effective for communication with the horse. But let me tell you the reason why it is better and more effective. The reason is actually the thinness of it. So if you had a leather halter that was more thin, then the leather halter will actually be a lot more effective in communication as well. But that's the main thing, that is thinner so that it is better and more effective for communication. But another thing is that this is light. It's very flexible, as you can see. It is made out of nice material, so it feels nice in my hand, but it also feels kind of nice on the horse's head, which is very important because horses are quite sensitive on their skin compared to us people. We have dulled down our sensitivity because we don't really need it anymore, but the horses still need it. So that's why I want to use a rope halter that is thin and made out of this kind of material, so it feels nice and comfortable, and it's very light, so it doesn't affect the horse when it's on the horse's head only. Compared to this one, this is not really flexible, as you can see. It's stiff, it's heavy, it's clumsy, so the horse will feel this all the time as it has it on. And another thing is also, like, since this is light, when you add some pressure on, like for instance you pull the rope, and as soon as you let go, they don't feel it anymore. But if you take this and you pull the rope and you let go, you still feel it, which means that the communication, the kind of the words that you say will be very much slower in this kind of halter, because the pressure on the horse's head doesn't really go away immediately, or basically never, because of the weight of the halter. So you could say that you want a light halter and a heavy rope, but most people have a heavy halter and a light rope. And that just reverses everything and makes it a lot harder to actually talk to your horse and communicate in a way that he feels that it will be effective. So that is why I am using a rope halter compared to a leather halter. It can look very nice, and there can be bling on it, and like this is golden and brown. It's very nice, but it's simply ineffective for communication. And we need communication if we want a partnership, because if we don't have communication, true cooperative communication, then we don't have a partnership. We will only have like a dictator-slave ship or something like that. I don't know if you call it like that, but that's what we're going to have. We will only have force and intimidation and manipulation of the horse if we don't have real communication. So I want my tools to represent what I want, which is real, true, and effective communication without much force or power. And that is what I can get in a rope halter compared to this one. I would have to use a lot more power in this one in order to be effective than I would have to be in this one. But don't make the mistake to think that this is, oh, this is Western, this is nice, it's natural. It's not natural. You can also force the horse with this one, because this one doesn't give, but we have to use it in an effective and natural and positive way so the horse understands and can respond better. So that was a little comparison to the question I get most of the time is, why do I use a rope halter, and what kind of rope halter do I use? And I use this one made out of yachting braid, I think it is. It's rope that used on sailboats, because it's durable, it's very nice, it's round, it's flexible, it can withstand salt from salt water or from sweat, and it's washable, and it's very nice to have on the horse's head and in my hands. So hopefully you like this. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share it with your friends so that they can get the answer to one of the most asked questions I get. By that, also make a difference.